I don't like this, but I'm gonna finish the book for the book club.
Oh my god.
It's not been like that, which thank God, thank God. And hi friends, and welcome back to another reading vlog. This is going to be a fun one. It's kind of like a challenge in a way because throughout the past like year-ish, I have been kind of straying away from the romance genre, which is really unfortunate for my physical TBR because my whole shelf is like romance basically, which obviously some of these I've read, but a lot of them are on my physical TBR. 2026 is the year for me that I kind of define my reading tastes and then eventually go through and unhaul the books that I know I will not be enjoying. So for this video, I wanted to kind of put it to the test to see if I'm still liking the romance genre by reading a couple. Let's just say the books I chose to read in this video really were not helping the romance genre's case. The first book I ended up reading was for my book club, and so we don't really have a strict like deciding factor. One of us just kind of looks through Kindle Unlimited and picks out some options and then puts them all in a list and then we vote, and it's never that serious. Like, we're not really researching people's thoughts on the books or even sometimes like what they're fully about. Like, I usually just read like the first sentence it says on the voting thing and then pick based on that. It's kind of hard too because there's a couple of us in the book club who have read like almost all of the popular book talk books, so we kind of have to pick like more curveball recommendations. So that's where we went with this one. And so with that being said, I had no clue what this book was about before I started reading it, and even when I got further into it, I was like, I don't like this, but I'm gonna finish the book for the book club. That's a little background on this. Anyway, we'll talk more about it at the end as well, but just there's that disclaimer. So without further ado, let's get into it.
This is like borderline kind of weird. I made it to 12% of the book, and I went into this not knowing anything. All I knew was the like sentence that Kindle gave, like a forbidden love, whatever. I can definitely see why it's forbidden because part of it's like slightly icky, like maybe they shouldn't. But yeah, so right now we're following them when they are kids still. So he's like 10 and she's, I don't know, I think they're like 6 years apart. I'm kind of ready to be out of the kids' perspectives, but I don't know, I guess, like what the timeline of this book is. I'm kind of scared for when they get to be older, like teenager-y. I'm like, oh, what is gonna happen here? I'm a little scared for what the author's gonna do. But right now I think, okay, she's 6, so he's like, or 12, I don't know. And this is our first chapter from the girl's perspective, but like I said, we're still in them as kids. It's kind of fast-paced in the sense I keep reading, but I do definitely keep getting distracted too.
Hi guys, I have a book update, and first of all, I'm sorry in advance if this is all over the place because I'm low-key tipsy off one Long Island iced tea. Oh, my camera's flashing. I'll make it quick. Okay, I'm 31% through June 1st, and obviously I went into this not knowing what it was about at all. I mean, I knew like forbidden romance, but I didn't know it was like this. I feel like I've never read anything like this where it's like genuinely forbidden, like for a reason that shouldn't make them be together, but also it's like, obviously I'm editing, obviously it's night, but I just have to put this in here because the way I'm talking about this book, I did not realize until I was farther into the book and it was mentioned again that, okay, I'm wearing the same shirt, that's kind of funny, that they actually adopted him. I did not know that. I was just like, oh yeah, he's just living there. I didn't know that they adopted him, like full on. So if you hear me being like, legally it's technically fine, yeah, I completely skipped over that, or it wasn't mentioned until later. So yeah, I can't say I'm in support. They legally are related, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's so hard. I feel so conflicted because part of me, certain times I'm like, ugh, but I feel like the author's writing it in a way where it's okay, you know? And so obviously like the age gap isn't like everything, because I think they're 6 years apart, and once you get older, like that's like not a huge age gap, but at the ages they're at right now, it's like, you guys died, but at the ages they're at right now, it's not, well, first of all, they're not like together, but if they were at the ages they're at now, it would be a problem, because like he's 22 and she's 16. It's like, that is not, like, that would be messed up. Like if I was a freaking freshman and I was talking to a senior in college, like that, it's literally like a federal crime, first of all, if like, you know, whatever. But so I'm just really interested in how the author is going to make them, I guess, get together in a romantic sense, because so far it's not been like that, which thank God, but I don't know. And I'm honestly kind of scared because I feel like it has to be done in such a like perfect way where there's like no actual like wrongness about it. I don't know. Which the whole thing, it's still like, I don't think this is gonna be one of my favorite romances. I don't think it's gonna be one of my favorite couples just because of that, but I am enjoying the story so far, because specifically the male main character, he has a lot of trauma, and I just love like a more emotional romance. So I have no clue even like what age they're gonna start getting together and whatever, but I don't know. I'm kind of scared though for it, but I'm definitely like intrigued with the story. Since we're jumping so many years, like we started when the characters were 6 and or not even born yet, and now we're at, he is 22 and she's 16, and I'm 31% of the book. I don't feel super connected to the characters because we're literally getting like one chapter, which kind of has to signify multiple years of their life. Like we're just jumping around so much. Like I know their backstory, but I don't feel connected to them. So that's my update. I'm gonna keep reading because it's sunny and bright out, and I just like reading in the sun more than at night. It's fun though because a couple of the book club members are right around the place where I'm at, so I definitely think I'll be like texting them like, what's going on? I feel like I look so pale right now, which is funny because this chapter is called First Bite, and I was like, oh, I almost said something about me looking like a vampire. All right, bye. I don't know about this book, and I really don't know about this scene I'm about to read. Please no. This dude is so fucking weird. Oh my god. What the fuck? I read ahead. What the? Oh my god. My jaw hurts from... I'm literally recording this on Snapchat because the flash is not so blinding, but what the... I'm scared. What the fuck? Are you genuinely joking? Oh my god, no. Okay, let's do a car update because I'm in the car and have some time. So, last night, obviously we saw my Snapchat footage because I was literally like just reading a chapter before bed, and then it got crazy and I had to keep going. So now I'm 53%, and with what happened, I kind of expected it once I got to that chapter. I'm gonna act like I'm on my phone. Once I got to that chapter, because it was just like weird that we were getting that chapter, I guess. Sorry, there's someone right by my car. So I thought that was weird. I was honestly kind of expecting it, but I didn't think I was expecting that like level of shit that happened. With how that unfolded, part of it didn't make sense logically on what ended up happening and how people got to that situation. It's so hard to talk about without spoiling, but basically I didn't understand the logistics about some of it, like how certain people got to that setting when they did. So that didn't really make a lot of sense logistically, but I guess I'm more invested in the book now, but I still feel the same way. Their relationship is kind of fucked up. So I kind of think that if this wasn't a book club book, I would DNF it. Well, actually, I guess I can. I kind of don't want to. I'm 50-50 about it because it is fast paced, but also, I mean, and we're still like not even to the point where they're, I mean, maybe this just goes in chronological order the whole way, because I was kind of expecting like a big time jump to maybe like when they're 30 and 20 something for like them to reconnect and then get together, but this kind of just seems like we're just gonna keep going up in age, I guess. Okay, so one thing that this book has been doing, I think it's been, I don't know for sure like how frequently, but I think it's been every time we go to a different age. So it does kind of these italics and talks about how the character felt about that scene and like what it meant. Like it kind of feels like that's the present, I guess, like, and he's retelling the story, I guess. So yeah, now we are at 24 years old for Brant, so then June will be 18 still. I think I'm done reading for now. Made it to 56%. Okay, it looks like it's night, but it's morning. It's just gloomy today. I have made it to 66% through the book. Mind you, 66% is page 314. I still have 150 pages left, which I just don't know. I don't know. There's no way this is gonna be higher than a 3, so like I feel like I would DNF it, but it is a book club book, and even though I'm feeling this way, I'm still like flipping the pages and keeping reading. So yeah, more on that later, but right now he's 25 and she's 19. I wonder just when they do finally get together, how every single side character in this book is gonna react. It's so... Oh shit, I literally just turned the camera off. I was not expecting this. Oh my god. Clocked her. Literally clocked her. I'm getting secondhand embarrassment, or like not embarrassment, just like maybe. I started this knowing that romance books have been making me absolutely spiral lately. Like, where the hell is my husband? Respectfully. There's so many I want to read right now, like Hello, Just Friends, and then the new Liz Tomford. Like, what? So I kind of wanted to read the Liz Tomford in this too, but honestly I don't know if I can take this many back-to-back romance books. I'm gonna finish this and then definitely start Just Friends today too, because I am so excited. Anyway, we'll get into this later. I just need to not, but I think the rest of the book should actually be interesting. I have like 100 pages left exactly almost, so I'm excited to see what the hell goes down here. But also I feel like I'm a little worried it's gonna be rushed, the ending, because I'm 77%, and with what just happened I'm like, we have now even more to just get through. I feel like this might be a little crooked, but it's gonna have to do. I have
40 some pages left, and I feel like I'm definitely kind of ready for this to be over. I have this sitting right by me at Motivation. Where I last updated, something big happened, and then I didn't know what was gonna go on from there because I feel like that was a very pivotal plot point. Like a lot of character kind of finding out had to happen. Like both of the characters had a lot to process and work through after that, and we just kind of then jumped ahead and like didn't get much into that. And honestly, when I was reading it, I was confused. Like I read the title of the age at the beginning, like it has, but it did not feel like we had jumped a year or two at all. So that was really interesting. I feel like now it's just going to be a whirlwind for the end of the book based on where we're at now. I'm kind of ready for this to be done, honestly. Okay, I'm in the middle of the epilogue, which normally I'm not a fan of epilogues. Like I don't, you know, like I don't care. I don't need all that. But the way this is ending, like and just how it's being told setup wise, I'm really liking. Like it's really sweet and I'm feeling a little emotional about it. I'm just glad I'm feeling this way now because in the last couple of chapters I was like, ugh, I'm kind of over this. So this is making me feel better. Guys, I finished the book. I don't have a rating in mind, but I feel like everyone in my book club is like really loving it, and I did like the ending, but I just did not connect to the characters. And even like the writing, I feel like too, I liked it, but I couldn't picture like the settings the best. And I think that's because of how it was told, like the jumping ages so much. I don't know, I think it was that. So I'm gonna read through. Larry DNF'd it. Okay, that makes me feel better. I feel like Larry and I actually have like a similar taste. Anyway, I'm gonna look through Goodreads reviews and validate my feelings. Okay guys, it is time to start the book. I am excited but equally nervous just from like the reviews I've seen, and obviously I am, maybe not obviously, but I am such a big fan of Haley and Ryan. I've watched them both for years and years and years, like Haley since like 2019 and Ryan probably since like 2021. So yeah, I'm a huge fan. I've been watching Ryan's Minecraft channel every day of the year so far, so especially right now I just love them. I'm gonna go in though, I'm not gonna be biased, you're gonna get my full honest thoughts on everything, but I'm just so excited and I just feel so proud of her because this is such a big accomplishment and it's just such a beautiful book, like the little illustrations and everything. And yeah, I'm just really excited to read this and just support one of my favorite creators. Let's do it! I'm so excited! Forgot that was in here. I am 20 pages in. I just got to the first flashback. I also found my Dote bookmark. I feel like it's very fitting, but honestly I'm kind of very invested already. There's been a couple lines where I'm a little bit like, ugh, you know what I mean, but I definitely heard that going into this, but so I think I was just able to pick them out because I knew that. I'm really interested. It's kind of just like giving the feelings of like a YA fun summer book, which I know this isn't technically YA, but it's just one of those like fun palate cleanser books. Yeah, and I'm gonna take a break for a bit and then we'll get back into it. I didn't think to read you guys any lines that were kind of like just, I guess, stood out before this, but I just read one. So they're literally playing with a foam football, like a foam one, not like a real one, like a foam squishy soft one, and it hits her in the face. I keep wanting to say Haley, like I almost said it hit Haley in the face. No, it hit Blair in the face, and she says, it kisses my nose before, oh, Declan laughs when the foam football hits my face. It kisses my nose before bouncing off. Girl, that ain't a kiss, that thing's hitting you in the face. I'm enjoying it, but I just wanted to put that out there because this is fully honest. Hi guys, okay, I have an update on Just Friends. So I listened to literally like 3 pages in the car yesterday, and then I just started having like car anxiety. I'm gonna not talk about that more, but and then I've been reading today a little bit, and it's just hard because obviously I love Haley, which that sounds like crazy, but I love Haley and Ryan, and I feel like this story has such a strong setting and such strong characters. Like I feel like I'm able to picture it super well, but something about the writing, it keeps taking me out of the story, and like I have no qualifications obviously, and I can't put my finger on why it is, but I just keep getting taught out.
I just read the word ta as I said that. I just keep getting pulled out of the story. So yeah, I'm gonna keep going. I feel like maybe I'll eventually be able to form an opinion better and maybe like understand what I'm feeling more, but so far I'm really liking the story and the setting, and I'm very invested to learn more about just everything going on. And it's like 70 degrees today, so I'm in the mood for this exactly. Okay, clearly I'm packing right now, so this is a mess, but actually, let me figure out where I'm at. Okay, it looks like I'm maybe like 60% through. I'd like have to finish this day because today's Wednesday and this is supposed to go up Sunday, and clearly yo girl is out of here soon. I switched to the audiobook because I just could not lock in reading this book. Like every paragraph or so I just get taken out of the story because of the writing, and like I hate talking bad about books, especially something like this that like I literally love Haley and Ryan so much, and like the cover is so them, and it's like just so amazing that she published a book and I'm enjoying the plot. But I just feel like Blair in this is annoying me a little bit, just how, I don't know, she's very like everything is about her, and you know, like other characters have other stuff going on, and I'm just a very empathetic person, so I will always think about what the other people are going on, but I feel like she's just very kind of selfish in that way, which I'm like, I hate to say. And also with this, I cannot not picture Ryan and Haley. I mean, the cover is literally them, like you can't tell me it's not, so that's part of it. So in my brain I just keep thinking like, oh, is Haley's family like actually like this? Same with Ryan. I don't know, like I just keep wondering what all was inspired by Ryan and Haley into these characters, just because I mean clearly it's them on the cover. I'm just thinking about it like what I know about them and trying to compare in my head. I know that's not great, but like how can I not? So yeah, the audiobook is going good. I'm not like fully locked in. It's holding my attention more that I'm listening to it now, but also my brain is half on packing. I'm still motivated to pick up other romance books, but just the two in this video have not been for me, which is kind of the whole point of this, because I'm like, do I even like romance anymore? And I have how many? Okay guys, I am almost done with this book. So I'm on page 238, so I have like 80-ish pages left, and then the bonus content, which I'm really excited to read the bonus content, especially her annotations of the writing, just since I'm trying to write a book too. I'm curious about that. I feel like I kind of put my finger on part of what is going on and why I'm not like getting super sucked in the story, is I feel like we're doing a lot of telling, not showing. One of the main themes in this is grieving, I guess. We're kind of just being told that she is grieving and, you know, feeling all these things. We're not really seeing it at all. Oh, and also we've gotten not a lot of past chapters, especially because it's been this kind of big thing that they've been friends since they were like 5 years old. We haven't really seen any specific scenes or examples of that. We're just being told that they have been friends that long, because all of the past chapters have been in high school. I don't know, like I just feel like we're missing some background on the characters and being told it and not shown it. I don't know how else to explain it. I'm not good at explaining stuff like this. Yeah, I am almost done with this book, and I feel like kind of like the freaking other one we read in this June 1st, I don't know if I have a rating for that one, and I don't know if I'm gonna have a rating for this one, just because they're complete curveball reads, I feel like. So I feel like this reading vlog kind of sucks, but also it's like, I don't know. I'm gonna keep listening to this, finish it up, and then we will maybe talk more at the end about these books, but I don't want to talk about it because all it is like negative and like I feel bad. Okay, I have one more kind of complaint. Obviously I talked about Blair being kind of selfish, and I feel like also she just is complaining about everything. Something literally just got handed to her on a silver platter. At first she was like still complaining about it, and then once like the monetary value came into it like switched. I'm just like, girl, you are so blessed to have received that gift. Like, what? And it was... Anyways, I'm done. Okay guys, it's actually been like an hour or two, but I'm just in the same spot. Now I am very close to being done with this book, and we're deep in the midst of a third act breakup that is pretty unnecessary, but I mean, like I can kind of see where it's coming from, but also it's not necessary. Probably gonna finish this now, and then I will come back and we can read the annotations and whatnot at the end together. Okay, it's been like 30 minutes maybe, but I just popped on and was like, oh my god, this third act breakup, like I genuinely was like not having it. But after reading and kind of going through that with the characters, I actually like really am liking it, because I feel like it really kind of was needed, and our main girl, she really just kind of realized a lot about herself during this, and I'm actually really enjoying this third act breakup part. Like it's feeling really sweet. So yeah, I'm excited to keep going and finish the book and have it kind of wrap up beautifully and on a more positive note. And I'm just glad that I feel like it honestly kind of just like switched. Like after the third act, I feel it's flowing better in my head, and just our characters are kind of growing from it. So I'm really glad to see that, because I was honestly kind of excited for it to be over, but now I am enjoying it more during the last 20 pages. Okay guys, I did finish Just Friends. These names are tripping me up because they're both J names and they like 2 words. Wait, they're both JF covers or titles. That's kind of funny. Anyway, so obviously I finished June 1st, and I just felt like it was hard to connect with the characters because 1, I don't necessarily support their relationship, and 2, just in how it was told, how we only got like 1 or 2 chapters from each year, I feel like it was hard to really connect with them from that, because we were just covering such a wide time period, I guess. And then I definitely did also force myself to read it for book club, which I did get through it pretty fast because like I talked about, the plot and stuff was fast paced, but I would not have read this if it hadn't been for book club. It's also just a really long book, and I did feel like when they were older and kind of actually forming a relationship, it felt kind of rushed, and just like certain things were like glossed over and or happened too fast. I don't have a rating for it. I don't think I have a rating for either of these books. They're honestly just curveballs, and I feel like not really a good test of if the romance genre is still for me. And then for Just Friends, I feel like I've already talked a ton about this book and I don't want to say too much more, but I will. The third act, I actually ended up enjoying parts of it. Some of the scenes, there was actually some good advice given, and just the way Haley wrote about like love, and some characters were talking to our main character about it, that was really touching, and I really liked how that was written. But yeah, overall I just felt like there was a lot of telling, not showing, and I just kind of felt like she was trying to do too much. Like the whole football thing, the whole accident, the whole writing thing, Blair's career, her friends, her family, Declan's family, the coffee shop, just I felt like there was a lot going on and the balance wasn't necessarily there. So again, another not rated book because I simply have no clue. I have not a clue. If you guys managed to enjoy this, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time.